Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I'm always wishing you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. So let's see what's going on with you. This is a love reading today. Our first three cards is going to give us the overall energy of our connection with your love interest. Okay. Then we're going to pull one card to reflect your person's emotions and clarify with three. And then we're going to pull a card for you, clarifying, representing your emotions, and then we're going to clarify. And then overall for the connection, all right? All right. So you have ancestors, silent cries, and timestamp. Ooh. This is a connection that you felt would happen forever. Something has happened between the two of you that has caused the two of you to pause. There's no growth, but there's also no decrease in value of the emotions that the two of you share between each other. Now, when I see the ancestors there, it does alarm me that maybe one has lost a loved one. When you lose a loved one and you're in a relationship, it does cause a gap. A lot of people should respect death a lot more, as well as life, because when you lose one person in the chain of the family, it does have a huge impact on everyone involved, especially those that were directly bred from that person. What I mean by that is, if your mom passes away, then that's going to affect you and your siblings. You understand? Unless you have the gift. If you have the gift of mediumship, you have strong psychic abilities, and you hone them, like you acknowledge them and you really work with them, it would impact a child to that degree too. So it will flow down to like uncles and stuff like that. It has an impact on the family line because one player was activated and now they're no longer activated. I don't say that nonchalantly. I say that in a way that we can all understand it. That is what I mean by it. Someone is now taken out of the ring. You understand? And that has an impact on the family chain. So when we lose a spouse and we're in a relationship, there is a phase. A lot of people don't talk about it or acknowledge it, and it really needs to be acknowledged. There's a numbness that happens. And that numbness phase can happen from the time of the news of that person leaving all the way up to a 7-year span. I know that's a long time to some people. To God, it's a short time. The universe time is much quicker up there, you know. Because I remember when I had my experience, I wasn't there that long, and I actually felt rejected by God. But I remember mourning, leaving my husband and my children behind, and kind of find out I was out for an additional 3 hours. They was getting a little concerned, okay? But I was out much longer than I was supposed to be, so they were thinking the worst. I actually came back just in time. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. I use that as an example. Time seems so slow there, but it's actually really fast here. And even when you meditate, if you're one to meditate, if you don't, I strongly suggest everyone to do it. There's nothing wrong with taking time with you. But there's an emptiness, and people cover it up. You know, they think it's just in that moment. But no, there's a deep sadness, especially when you lose a parent, when you lose a sibling, and most definitely when you lose an elder. When you lose someone that is old in your family, that has emotional, like strong ties to you, it doesn't have to be someone that you see every day. Honey, when they get down on their hands and their knees and they open that Bible, they are connected with you in every shape, form, or fashion. When that prayer line is now closed because they're no longer praying for you and it's empty, you feel that. I just got a tingle in my damn elbow telling you about it. Like all in here. But it has a huge effect, and we go into autopilot. You'll feel like, oh, I was living my life. You know, I handled that very well. And you look back after time has passed, when you actually are back to yourself, when you get back to you, you realize that you are an autopilot. That affects relationships. Now, this is an individual. I think in this connection, both of you could have lost someone, but definitely I feel it strong. One has lost someone, and I feel it is on the side of the feminine. I wanted to say masculine, but I said feminine anyways. One of you has lost someone, and it has caused a pause, a ripple in time where you're no longer activated. Your person feels that, and you feel it. It's like, yeah, you probably still talk to them. You probably still get up and have breakfast with them. You probably still go on dates and stuff, but they can see the zombiness in you. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but take some time to heal. I always advise people to do something as small as light a candle. Sit and look at that flame. And when you look at that flame, just think about that person. Do not dwell on their end. How they died. Don't dwell on how they died. Dwell on the memories that you had. I'm talking about as far back as you can. Take the youngest memory or the oldest memory to the newest memory that is not just on their death. Do not focus on the death. You know, you see, okay, if they're in the casket, you see that was the close. But change that. Instead of just seeing them like in that casket, see them with a smile, you know, see them uplifting. See it in a form of elevation, not in a form of like solid ending. The physical has ended, but the spiritual has just begun. You know, I tell a lot of people that deal with death that it is sad to lose someone, but my God, imagine how free the soul is. Like, I'm not saying, you know, anything crazy. I'm just saying your soul is trapped. And it's constantly eager in you to do new things and do new stuff. You're at your purest form when you're in spirit form. And I know some people may be like, but it's not. It really isn't. It's that freedom. You know, I don't know how to describe it. If you understand what I mean, especially in mediumship, you get what I'm saying. It's no more of the chaos that distracts us and causes us to lose sight of what life is really about. We're supposed to have these challenges because we're supposed to endure these emotions and grow from them, but we're not supposed to dwell on them. They're not supposed to hinder our growth. So you, with the silent cries, the heartbreak, you got a lot of emotions that you're trying to bottle up. Someone does, and you need to let them out. And I think that is universal, because the one that lost someone is in great pain, and the one that's in the relationship feeling like they are no longer of value to that person, they are also grieving. You know, it's nothing worse than not feeling enough for your significant other. Okay, so let's look at your I get so enthralled in these damn readings. Like, oh my, did you guys see those rings on my forehead? Anywho, let's look at your person's feelings, where they stand emotionally. We have the Star. It's because she's nude. Oh my goodness, girl, you gotta be good to your body. We have the Star for your person's emotions, where they stand. And then we have Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right. So the energy is, as I said, they're feeling wounded. They're feeling alone, you know, invaluable to you. Like, they don't know what to do. All right. In this connection, healing. They need some healing. They have a lot of hope in this. The energy of things to change, for healing to happen, for me to get my person back. Like, that's their energy. That's what they're praying for. That's what they're yearning for. Okay. Tell me where I stand. Are we gonna be hand in hand? Or did I just fall in love with a friend? We have the Queen of Swords, Judgment. I forgot I had turned that off because I was waiting for that delivery. Seven of Wands. So at the bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands. But here we have them being clarified with the Queen of Swords, Judgment, and the Seven of Cups. So what that tells me is that this person is kind of lost right now. They're kind of in limbo. And what I mean by that is they really don't know exactly how to heal this situation, how to heal you, how to restore you guys back to where you were. They're just at a loss for that. Or this is your energy, because the energy can be interchangeable. They're starting to look at the relationship as something in the past. They're reflecting on what it was. So they kind of feel like in this loss, they've lost you too. You understand? Let's see your emotions. I mean, they're putting on a solid front, especially with that Seven of Wands. They're trying to hold it down, keep what they have, and keep on a straight face, because this ain't the time to argue. But I think they feel like, you know, right now you can care less about anything. Oh, that was one card. You got to take that. Death. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. We have Death here. You are ensuing some changes, so let's clarify. You have the World, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, Sag, is your card, okay? Jupiter at its max. Now, Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, and the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck too. Okay, so this is an advisement to move forward, push through this energy, okay? I'm not saying take light on what you lost. What I'm saying is it's a big call, move forward. So your person that you lost wants you to move forward. They don't want you to dwell on them. They want you to move forward. Now, when we have the World, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands, especially clarifying the Death, that tells me that this is someone that is just given up. Like, they're done. It is what it is. Nothing's ever going to be the same. And that idea in their mind and their attitude, their demeanor has changed. So they're not, if you were the fun Sag, you are now just really blunt and I don't give a fuck Sag. Like, you just have this I don't care energy. Are you walking around chewing people's heads off? No, but you are not being loving. You are not present. You're kind of cold. You're cold, you're uncalculated, your moods are unpredictable, and it's never a good mood. You just don't care. I mean, even in sex, you're just not caring. Because I see someone doing it and just looking at the headboard. Like, literally, just looking at the headboard. Not caring. Let's see the outcome of your relationship. Tell me where I stand. Are we gonna be hand in hand? Or did I just fall in love with a friend? You have 10 of Wands. That is still your energy. 10 of Wands, indicating a relationship. Yeah, y'all got a lot of shifty shit to do, I'll tell you that. We have the Queen of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. You are deflecting. You, my friend, are entertaining other people, other ideas, other thoughts. You are not in the present right now. You're more so doing things to stimulate your body. You're trying to distract yourself, doing other things instead of being in the moment. Four of Swords. This is your form of healing. Ooh, that's dangerous. And then you have the Moon. Yeah, you're healing, but you're not being honest about it. You're not being open about your emotions. You're not allowing your emotions to release. You're holding them in. That's why you got the damn silent cries. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. You have the Five of Cups and the Fool. You have a lot of regret here. There's a lot of sorrow. There's a lot of sadness. We could have lost a father. We could have lost a mother. Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords showing up here again. You need to be honest and open with yourself, my friend. You need to really open up, love, and just let it out. It fucking sucks to cry. I can tell you that. I am a Taurus. I am very strong. I have always had to be strong. I don't even like crying in front of my husband. I don't like it. I don't like showing my vulnerable side to people. It pisses me off. As a matter of fact, I could turn around and not like the bitch that I cried in front of, because now you see me at my lowest and you're going to think I'm weak. Fuck you, bitch. Like, that is how I feel. But let me tell you something. You have to let those emotions out, because when you bottle them up, you start to do other things because you become numb. And now you need to feel again. So people that get in that energy, and I'm speaking to you from experience, you start to do things so you can feel again. That turns into like being self-inflicting wounds on your, doing wounds, self-infliction. You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous. Drinking, trying to escape from it, dangerous, because you can't sleep. You can't sleep because you ain't sift through those emotions. You haven't acknowledged them. You're sitting here trying to play fucking peekaboo with your feelings. It doesn't work. It does not work. Fuck around and fuck up your liver, and now the people that depend on you, that really love you, you ain't even there for them. What is that about? So you have to sit there and bottle that shit up. Bottle it up. And what I mean by bottle it up, I mean like bottle it up. Eat it. Eat those emotions. They're coming to you. Face it. Take them head on. That shit hurts. You ever felt like you got knocked out by your emotions? Heart fucking stopped beating because you hurting? Ain't got no appetite, no feeling in your gut, but drinking and smoking brings it? Like, I'm being dead ass, trying to be the life of the party, making people think that you all right, everything's cool, you handle it real good, keep it on a straight face. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with leaning on someone that you genuinely trust and you love. Real shit. That's hard. You shortchanging yourself. That's what the Six of Pentacles is showing us. We have Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Someone is trying to pour into you. Someone is trying to be there for you, and you're shutting them out. You're just shutting them out. You're trying to keep like a solid straight face. You got to push through this, baby. There's more things that's going to come in life. And I'm not saying live your life like that person never existed. I'm saying live your life like that person did make an impact on your life or something positive. And if it was a parent that really wasn't a great parent and they're gone, still, they made you. And that's coming from somebody that ain't got no parents. Like, I love my mother, I love my father, I love my dad. They all played a big part in my life. My grandparents, all my grandparents gone. Them the ones that really loved me and showed it. I'm not saying my parents didn't love me, but their love was rough and tough. I had Aries, Leo, Gemini. You do the math. Okay? Now, I ain't saying I had a worse situation than you. All I'm saying is you take it at face value. It is what it is. I love them. I appreciate them for what they did. But at the end of the day, you have a life you have to live. And it is your job, your obligation to continue on the story and do a damn good job. You do the best that you can while you're 6 feet above the dirt. Don't have asset. I'm not saying don't have, low days where you sit and it's just time with yourself. Yeah, but don't try to find an ant at the bottom of a fucking bottle. Don't sit up there and think your brain cells are going to grow and develop by smoking a blunt. Do not sit up there and think laying dick or slanging pussy is going to make you feel better. Because at the end of the day, it ain't. You're going to have these people that's going to be texting your phone, calling your phone, getting on your motherfucking nerves because you really ain't interested in them. And all of a sudden, you detach from the fucking world and everybody in love. You're like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, that's real shit. You be like, yeah, I was just trying to bust a nut. That's all it is. Now, this person fucking heartbroken. How the fuck you heartbroken, bitch? I ain't even talk to you like that. Because bitches is crazy. And I mean that for males and females. Facts. But you need to buckle up, Buttercup. It shows that you have someone that is here for you. You do have someone. You could be in a relationship with another fire sign. I ain't never seen Sag and Sag, but you could be a Sag. You are a Sag with another Sag. Or Leo. Leo blends with both Aries and Sag. It's just like Taurus. Taurus do good with Capricorn and Virgo. Yeah, the fixed signs can go either way. How's that? But yeah, baby, get up out your head. You got this. You got this. I will definitely meditate for the Sagittarius that I connected with today. I will. What is it, 7 o'clock? Yeah, I do my... You don't even know that. But yeah, I will pray for you. But baby, do the work, yeah? All right. Always, I love you. Even though I don't know you, I do love you. Take care.